Okay. Hello. Right. I am here with the lovely Spike from 50Backpacksvision. Hello. And we've invited Spike along to have a chat about what 50Backpacksvision have been doing over the last few weeks, what their vision for the future is, and what kind of experience they've all had. Hello, Spike.
Hello.
Hello. So tell us then, how's it been going?
It's been extremely busy.
Yeah.
So we started vessels whilst we waited for government supplies to get through, but it just went crazy overnight. We peaked on the elderly 2 weeks ago at 10.2 tons of parcels in 1 week,
Really?
which is
Oh, God.
yeah, 10.2 tons of parcels, averaging 15 kilos each.
So these
that's
people who are getting these parcels, then are they obviously they're elderly, but is it that they hadn't got friends or family to help them, or what's the circumstances?
yeah, in many cases it's that they're I mean there's many had children but don't live in the area. So
Yeah.
they've got no way of traveling, and even traveling to the parents is putting them at risk.
Yes.
You know, just randomly fetching shopping and taking it and putting it away for them is putting them at risk.
Yeah.
So they've felt much safer because of the way we produce the parcels, that everything's cleaned and the way they're delivered with the outer wrapping, they feel safer receiving those.
How did you learn about all that? Because what you did, you got everything moving so quickly. I mean, it was amazing watching the journey that you were putting onto Facebook. Where did you get? Because you seem to do everything quicker than anybody else did in the
Yeah,
area, in the country.
we started overnight. So as soon as we heard that we wasn't going to be able to have group sessions anymore, I started thinking what we're going to do with the leftover food. Immediately we started hearing of people in the community that was in need and would be struggling. So we just started to parcel it up. But obviously, I like right from day one, we've done that in the safest way possible, and that's by cleaning every single item, removing any outer packaging, putting them into new boxes, and then cellophaning those boxes to make sure that they're not contaminated in transit.
Yeah.
That wrapping is then removed only at the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
but I've not seen anybody else do that. So what you've done,
no.
you got it organised so very quickly. You've had a lot of volunteers as well, haven't you, helping deliver out?
Yeah, we have 44 at the moment that are all doing. Yeah, so they're all doing a few hours each over the course of a week, and which is still enabling us to get out hundreds of parcels every week.
Have you found that the need has dropped at all?
So the need for the elderly has dropped. As more and more government parcels are getting out, the need for the elderly has dropped. But we're now finding more of a need with the people that are being furloughed. So lots and lots of families worked hard, struggled through, made ends meet, just have now lost 20% of their income.
And they can only struggle through for so long with that.
Absolutely, yeah. And they're now facing larger drops, and also the self-employed who've not been able to work for a couple of months now, that have young families.
Yeah.
So we're now reaching out to anybody that has been furloughed, that have school-age children in the home.
Yeah.
Yep. So we can help them with parcels, and also anybody that's self-employed, again with school-age children in the home. We've been sending some family packs out to them. So and those numbers are growing week by week now.
Really? So where are you getting the people who need the help? Do they have to be referred, or can they come just straight to you?
Well, they can come straight to us. So if they're 70 plus, obviously the drivers know when they deliver.
Yeah.
If they've been furloughed, we'll randomly ask for a letter from the employer.
Yeah.
And the same with the self-employed. Anybody else that has a supporting agency can make a referral via them. So we're taking referrals from 40 plus agencies at the moment.
Wow.
all across Finland.
So have you been the biggest supplier across sort of the Wisbech area, would you say?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
What do you need from the public? What help could you guys do with?
It's demand finding the supplies. So that's mostly non-perishable food items. We do have some really good suppliers now of fresh fruit and vegetables.
Yeah.
We have our Amazon account. If you go onto our Facebook page, you'll see the Amazon account pinned to the top, where you can order pastas and roasts and things get sent direct. But obviously funding as well.
Do you need any more volunteers?
You know, we are a 100% voluntary organisation.
Yeah.
Volunteers at the moment, we're okay. I still have 26 volunteers waiting to come in. So yeah, we're okay for volunteers. Where we're struggling, because we're not employers, we don't get a lot of the grants. And we're still trying to help the drivers with fuel costs and things like that. So
yeah. So it's quite difficult. So where do you see, obviously there's going to be a gradual change in like the lockdown and all the rest of it. Where do you see the future? Because obviously you started sort of really on the helping out with the homeless, but that's developed. Do you see that there is a need in Wisbech to provide different types of support for bigger groups of people?
yes, I do. Yeah, and I think that is just going to increase as time goes on.
Yeah.
You know, the amount of new universal credit claims.
Yeah.
For one, you know, people in poverty, it's going to go on for a long time yet.
This is
and those people are going to need supporting.
Yeah. Well, this is going to impact a lot of people for a long time. This isn't just going to be, oh, we're out of lockdown. You know, it's not going to go back to normal, is it? There is going to be
no, it's not.
And it is going to impact a lot of people for a long time. Do you, with 50Backpacksvision, is that your vision to continue to maintain that support to different groups of people now as well?
Yeah, that's always been my vision, is to provide a service to the community.
Yeah.
So, you know, helping the homeless is just part of that service.
So
we actually extend to the whole community.
Yeah, and I think it's important to make people aware of that you know, you help anybody and everybody basically. So with regards to the homeless, obviously there was a big thing at the beginning of this saying that, you know, all the homeless people should be given accommodation and stuff, and I know that it is never as simple as that. What about the homeless people in Wisbech? Did most get accommodated, and what happened to the people that didn't?
Yeah, the vast majority of them have been placed into temporary accommodation.
Yeah.
Whilst the lockdown is on. I mean, what's going to happen after that, I really don't know. But we're still feeding. They're supposed to be getting food taken to them every day, but you know, we're still feeding up to 20 for hot evening meals every day, on top of everything else, takeaway style, and sort of up to 10 for breakfasts.
Yeah.
So yeah, the support, you know, as far as accommodation, you know, they have been taken off the streets, other than a small amount of them, for whatever reasons. But it's, you know, they're not going to be able to stay in the hotels for long periods of time. No. They're going to need rehoming as they come out.
And that's going to be very difficult, because when you're homeless, you become part of a community with other homeless people, and you adjust to that way of life. And then when you've been under a roof for a period of time, it will actually be even harder if they then have to be removed from that and go back onto the streets.
Yes, it will. Yeah.
They'll need
so we'll basically be starting from scratch if that happens. So you know, the issues where we've helped them for since November, you know, sort of driving them on with the education and everything else, the depressions, anxieties, they'll go back to square one, and we'll have to start all over again.
Yeah.
You know, they've not been getting any one-to-one support whilst they've been in the hotels.
No.
So,
what would you say was the best experience from this phase?
For me personally, seeing a whole town coming together.
Yeah.
It's been
I think
amazing.
Wisbech has actually been really, really good on the whole. I think people have really kind of looked out for each other and wanted. There's been a lot more compassion, which I think has been lacking in the world.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, and I never doubted that Wisbech has the ability to do that.
Yeah. It is a lovely town, and I think people really have supported you guys. I think they appreciate everything that you're doing, and I think what you do is encourage people that you can have an opinion, but you can still care and not to judge people. And I think that's quite an important message to get out.
Yeah.
So anybody,
I think anybody that knows me knows I can be quite strongly opinionated.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, but it's how you drive that opinion, isn't it? That's what makes it different. Yeah.
And are you all exhausted?
Absolutely shattered. So yeah, 90 to 100 hours a week.
Wow.
And I've done that now since middle of October. So yeah, it's draining. But
So,
until everything is in place and we're sustainable, I'll continue doing it.
Yeah. It's a passion, isn't it? It's very much so.
Yeah.
So if people want to donate, if they want to donate physical products, because you're at, is it St. Peter's Church at the moment?
St. Peter's Church Hall, yeah, in St. Peter's car park.
So can people take things there and leave them at the door, or how do you...
Yeah, we have an intake area,
Okay.
which is separated from our safe area.
Right.
So people can one at a time bring things into the intake area and just leave on the tables.
And what time is somebody there?
We're normally here from 7:30 in the morning until 9 o'clock at night.
I was going to say probably almost 24 hours a day.
Well, it is 24 because we have security overnight as well. So there's someone here 24/7.
Yeah. And for donations like money-wise and doing the Amazon, if they go to your Facebook page, and what I'll do is I'll put the Facebook link on here, and then that will lead them to like your website and stuff. Yeah.
So the website is www.50Backpacksvision.uk. There are donate links on there, or alternatively you can just send us a message via Facebook, and I'll pass on some details where you can pay directly.
Brilliant. And is there anything that you'd like to say?
Just a big thank you to Wisbech.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to end, isn't it? Definitely. Yeah. And thank you on behalf of Wisbech for everything that you're doing. Everybody does really, really very much appreciate it. Hopefully you'll get lots more supporters. And if anyone's got any question, or if they need help and support, again, they can message you, can't they?
Yeah, they can, yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Thank you, Sharon.
Lovely. Thank you very, very much. I will now stop recording. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.